Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
With all Outlook folders, you can set auto-archiving options. Auto-archiving allows you to automatically move messages from the specified folder to an archive folder, or delete them from your specified folders after a set period of time has elapsed. And this reduces the amount of items that Outlook would have to process when it opens a folder. And archiving folder items can reduce the amount of needed storage space in the Exchange server for item storage. A nice advantage is that it will also perform this automatically, reducing the amount of time that you would have to spend otherwise manually archiving items. To set auto-archiving on a folder, you need to view its folder properties. You could right-click on the folder for which you wish to set auto-archiving, and then select Properties from the pop-up menu that appears to access the Folder Properties dialog box. Here, you click the Auto Archive tab to set the auto-archiving features of the folder. You have three options that you can set. Either do not archive items in this folder, archive items in this folder using whatever default settings Outlook has, or specify particular archive settings for this particular folder. If you want to set the default auto-archiving behavior, choose the second option and click the Default Archive Settings button. That'll launch the Auto Archive dialog box, where you can set how often you wish to archive by changing the number in the Run Auto Archive every X number of days checkbox at the very top. You can also check or uncheck whether you want it to prompt before the Auto Archive runs. In the During Auto Archive section, you can set any other default options for auto archiving you desire. You could choose to turn on or off the ability to delete the expired items for email, archive or delete old items, and show archive folder in the folder list. In the default settings for archiving section, you can set the duration of time in the clean out items older than. You can also choose to move old items instead of deleting them. If so, you would have to click the Browse button and pick a PST file in which to put them. You could also choose to just permanently delete old items. When you're finished setting whatever defaults you want, you could apply them to all the folders in Outlook by just clicking the Apply These Settings to All Folders Now button. You can simply set the defaults by just clicking OK at the bottom of the dialog. Now, if you selected to archive this folder using these settings, you're overriding those defaults for this particular folder. And here you could specify when to clean out the folder, whether it should move the items to the default archive folder, which is specified in the defaults, or move it to a particular archive folder for this directory only, or should it just permanently delete the old items. When you're done setting up the particulars for whatever you want for auto-archiving on a folder, just click OK to apply those changes. To set auto-archiving for folders in 2000, you simply right-clicked on the folder and viewed its properties. You would then go to the Auto Archive tab, but notice here you can only choose to clean out items older than 6 months and move them to a selected PST file or permanently delete the old items. If you wanted to set the defaults, in 2000 they were under Tools and Options. Here you would click the Other tab and click the Auto Archive button to set the defaults as far as when should it auto-archive, should it prompt before it auto-archived, and should it delete expired items when auto-archiving. Whenever you made your settings, you would just click OK to apply them. Also, the folders themselves, the PSTs, are under File and Open, personal folder file instead of Outlook data file.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.